Hey guys, welcome back to Planet JeJuDa, and today I thought it would be kind of fun to find some scrappy yarn ideas, projects for both knit and crochet. So I thought I'd go on to my Pinterest and create a board, which I will link in the description box below, but I'm going to show you some fun scrappy ideas. Now that you probably have a bunch of scraps after making all of those Christmas presents. Just kidding, because I didn't. Well, I did make some Christmas presents, but they were really little. And anyways, moving on. I did go on and I found 12, so 6 each, 6 for knit and 6 for crochet. And they range from wearables to decor. So yeah, let's get into these scrappy yarn ideas. Alrighty, I changed my glasses so that I could look at my computer, and I will be popping up a picture from each of the ideas. Also, as I already stated, I will link this Pinterest board in my description box below. If you're interested, you can go there and check out all of these fun and neat scrappy yarn ideas. So I'm going to start with the top, which is for knit actually. And so for the first thing I have is this scrappy knit shawl. And man, is that beautiful. It looks like a lot of fun, and I can imagine all the different colorways that you could do, and it, in all honesty, doesn't have to be scrap yarn, but that's just beautiful. All right, excuse me. So for our next one, which isn't necessarily, well, it does say scrap yarn projects, but I just thought, wow, okay, I've done crochet scrunchies. Didn't even think that there would be knit scrunchies, but here you go. Aren't these beautiful? And look at, I mean, gosh, you can do so many different colors and patterns, and it would all come out just really a lot of fun. I can imagine. I love all of them, actually. The stripy one, and oh man, they are just a lot of fun to look at, and I bet you they would be a lot of fun to wear. Maybe these are some ideas that I need to think about doing when I learn how to knit. All right, so this one looked like it was a lot of fun. It's a crazy striped hat, and it looks like it has different knitting techniques also in the pattern, so I think that's a lot of fun, and you could do any number of different colorways. This just looks, I would wear it. I would totally wear it. It looks like a lot of fun, and I think it would be fun to learn how to do. It'd be, for someone learning how to knit, it would be a really fun way to learn different stitches in one project. That just looks so cool. And let's see. All right, so I have more wearables. So there's this beautiful, it says hot scrap vest, free knit pattern or knitting pattern. And it looks adorable. I can imagine so many different colorways. Obviously, you would want to use same type of yarn, same size of yarn. Well, actually, you know what? I guess you don't really have to. It would just give it more character if you used different thickness of yarn. But there you go. I just think that's really cute and would be a lot of fun. All right, I think I'm done with the wearables. Yes, I am done with the wearables. We've got a scrap yarn knit bag, and I think that's beautiful. I would obviously, for me, I would want to do a lining, but I think that's a beautiful bag, and it looks like it would be a lot of fun. And I can imagine so many different colors from all of your projects. And last but not least, for the knitting side, this sediment scraps blanket. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. And I can just imagine, I mean, so many different options that you could do with this. Obviously I don't know how to knit, so I don't know how much yarn would be involved, but man, that looks like a lot of fun to make. And it would be nice and cozy warm. Alrighty, so now we are on to the crochet side. And again, we've got wearables to decor. So let's start with the wearables. And for our first wearable, we have this zipper stitch scrap hat. Now that looks like a lot of fun, and it looks like it would be something I would be able to do relatively. But oh man, again, all of those different colors would be so much fun to do. And this one looks like it's a chunky knit yarn, or chunky yarn pattern. So if you wanted to, you could double up even, creating even more depth to the colors. But that looks like it would be a lot of fun and easy to crochet. So do I have, let's see. All right, so for the crochet side, I only did 2 wearables, and this one is a scarf. It's a crochet patchwork scarf pattern, and it is a multitude of little squares of different colors that you put together. So, I mean, I can imagine it looks like a lot of fun, and you could probably do this for a blanket, a vest, or anything else that you would want to do, but I just thought this was going to be a lot of fun to do, and really, really simple, because it looks like it's simply double crochets, like I think 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of double crochets. So, I mean, how can that be? How much easier can you get? Oh my goodness, if I can stop being tongue-tied. All right, so let's go on to decor. So for the first one is actually a baby blanket. It's a Scrappy corner to corner baby blanket, and I bet if you wanted to, you could make it a large blanket or a throw or whatever, but the baby blanket would probably be the easiest, considering this is using up your scraps, and unless you have enough to make a large blanket, it would probably be easier to do a baby blanket. But this looks absolutely adorable, and it's beautiful and fun and colorful, and I can just imagine, kind of like my Granny Square my Granny Square vintage yarn blanket that I'm doing. Is just all these different yarns that I'm just putting together with no rhyme or reason, and it's just gorgeous. So let's see, continuing with our decor, this linen stitch scrap rug. Now that looks really neat, and I can imagine that being in front of your kitchen sink or in the door, depending on what size you do. It could be in your bathroom, depending on what kind of yarn you use. It does look like a lot of fun and would be really neat to see put together. And to go along kind of with that theme, the way it looks, I thought also this scrap yarn crochet basket. I don't think it's the linen stitch like the rug was, but this is very similar in look to the rug, and I just think it would be a lot of fun to create for multiple things. I mean, depending on how big of a basket you use, you could use, obviously they're showing it to hold yarn and stuff, but I mean, you can put whatever you want. I even saw someone use it as a candy basket for passing out candy. And so, yeah, that would be depending on how big you do it, how deep you do it. It could be even for a large planter. So, I mean, a lot of fun and a lot of fun colors that I could see you using. And now on to our last crochet project, which I thought was a lot of fun. It's a, well, okay, so the title of this save is 12 free crochet home decor patterns to refresh your space. But the picture that drew me in is the picture that you're seeing here. And it's crocheted granny square chain garland. So that would be a lot of fun. Let me go into, let's visit the site. Oh my, they have quite a bit. Well, it says 12, so let's find the one that I'm looking for. All right, I'm gonna come right back. Alrighty, I'm back. So finally, I found it. It's a colorful granny chain. There we go. And I just thought, how fun would that be to put as garland in your room or wherever you want to put it. But that looks like it would be a lot of fun to make, and you could use up so many different colors, and you could just, yeah, it would be a lot of fun. And I could see also doing it themed, so for different holidays, using different colors that fit the holidays, but definitely would be a scrap kind of project, a scrap yarn kind of project. Alrighty, so that was our last project idea. All right, I'll get out of here. Go away. Okay, so that was our last project idea, and I could see it doing a lot of fun, and all of these projects would be a lot of fun. Are you gonna do any? Let me know. Do you have your own scrappy yarn ideas that you love to do? Let me get out of these. What are your favorites? And I don't know. My mind just drew a blank. Anyways, I hope you have fun with some of these ideas. Let me know if you are going to use some of these ideas for some of your scrap yarn that you've got, and which one is your favorite? I don't know which one is. I think the beanies on both of them, I really thought those were a lot of fun. They looked like a lot of fun to do and a lot of fun to wear, especially the knitted one, because it had the different patterns or stitches. So I could imagine, I don't know, it would just be a lot of fun to do. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I would love it if you would hit that like button. And if you'd like to be notified of any and all future uploads, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click all on the notification bell. And with that, remember, gravity works, guys.